Hi, this is Joseph. It is Monday. It's April 25th. So I'm done and flat and out of all of my positions at this point. I posted a video earlier today and the total profits during the London session was 328 pips, but I closed the day with 390 pips today. I did have a few extra trades. Let me go over here to this is the Forex account. So I actually execute all these trades in my funded accounts. I have several, and then I use a trade copier that executes all the trades for me, and then I also sell that same trade copier so that if you're interested and you want to get these trades, if you're trying to pass, if you're trying to get funded, or if you're already funded, or if you're just simply trying to use it for your own personal account, your own personal trading account, you can use the trade copier and you can get the same trades. There's a few things though that I want to start off by saying. Today I ended up with 390 pips. That's the result of all trades, winning trades, losing trades, everything. And the other thing that you hear me say quite a bit is that I don't double count. So let's just say, for example, let's just take the dollar yen. So there's a trade here. If I get into a trade and I'm taking it to, let's say, the 80 from an entry of 28.20 to 127.80, it doesn't matter how many lots I have on the trade. I'm not going to increase the performance that I post based on how many lots I have. So you might see other people do that. I can't stand when they do that, but they'll put 10 lots on a trade and then they'll take 10 pips and then they'll call it a 100 pip trade. And technically that's right. I mean, they are earning that, but for you to be able to assess the trading system and how profitable it is, you may not be executing 10 lots. So whenever I report my performance, when I say that I earned 390 pips today, that was from the entry to the final target on each and every single one of these trades. It's not as a result of multiple lots on the trade that gave me the equivalent of 390. So just to get that out there. The other thing that I want to get across and make sure it's very, very straight and everybody understands this is that I can't make 390 pips every single day. That's just not possible. I can only do that when the market's providing the opportunity. If I back up and bring you to where we started, and you'll watch this during the first half of the first video, from the London session, you can see that when the market opened, I had some pretty decent moves. I had some really good trades. And there were several trades that were going off here on the euro yen, the pound yen, the pound, and that was after the market opened. And then things went sideways, after a little bit later during the London session, and then things picked up again during the New York session. Not as much, but it did give me a few different opportunities here. So you can see here, I did get into another trade here on the pound yen to the downside. So little things like that give me an opportunity, but they don't happen every day. You can see that, if the markets are going sideways like this during the London and the New York session, I'm probably not going to get too many opportunities. If you look at my performance statement on the website, you'll see that there are some days where I have like maybe 20 pips for the day. And that's for obvious reasons. The market's inside of tight ranges of consolidation. Some of the others aren't ready to, take off. It could be the anticipation of economic data. If you've been around long enough, you know why it causes price to move around inside of consolidation. So I'll just leave it at that. I just want to remind everybody that if you're going to use my trade copier service, don't expect 390 pips every single day, but I'll get 390 pips when days like today are here. They make themselves present. The market's creating these opportunities, and I'm available to actually execute those trades. Again, so 390 pips so far for the month of April. For the month of April, I've earned 2,696 pips. That's every single trade, winning trades, losing positions, everything. And I put a stop loss on every one of my trades. I don't have like 100 pip stop losses or something ridiculous like that. The maximum size stop loss I would ever consider using is 55 pips, but it doesn't mean that I'll have a 55 pip loss if I experience a loss. It's just that's the largest size I would ever consider. And when a trade isn't working out in my favor, I can see it. I can see that it's not working out. I'll cut it off, and then I'll end up with like a minus 21. Maybe the largest would be minus 27 pips. But again, the largest stop loss that I would ever consider would be 55 pips, but it does not mean that I have 55 pip stop losses on all of my losses. That's not true. So it is relatively easy for me to earn back the loss like on the very next trade. I'm very patient, very calculating. I'm not going to get into too much detail about the trading system. If you want to look at the YouTube channel, you can see that I use point and figure to calculate a lot of my trades. When I get an area of distribution like this, you're looking at the pound yen right now on the 1 hour time frame, and this provided a really decent, solid, lengthy period of distribution. And the longer that period of distribution is in place, the more fuel for the move is the way we like to describe it. And that means that if I'm using my point and figure, I'm going to get a target that's going to bring me all the way down here. Now, I can either get into the trade and hold on to it for a few days, which I don't like to do, especially with the trade copier, right? If I'm trading funded accounts, I like to get in and out on the same day. There are some rules and specifications. You don't want to go beyond their parameters. So even if I'm looking at my point and figure and it gives me a target down here that's like 3, 4, 500 pips away, I'm still going to day trade it just like this. And generally, if I'm going to day trade it, I'm probably going to use targets like the psychological levels, the way you've seen me use in my previous videos explaining some of these trades. So just to give you an idea of what I'm doing, I want you to know that I'm not trading beyond the parameters of these funded accounts. If you're going to use my trade copier, I'm trading funded accounts in addition to my own personal accounts. So I know what the parameters are, and I'm trading within their their guidelines and their boundaries. So just be aware of that. I'm well aware of what their guidelines are because I have my own accounts. So today was a really good day. I mean, 390 pips. I don't have any idea what tomorrow's going to look like. At the end of the day, I'll be looking and assessing the conditions here on the daily time frames. So if you're interested in the trade copier, it's going to be available for a very limited time. I only have less than 50 trade copiers available. Right now, I'm offering it to my subscribers and my coaching clients. It's a 1-year subscription for $99. I'm not going to lower the price. I'm not going to raise the price. I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully, it'll help out a lot of other people that are trying to use the trade copier or trying to get their own funded account. And this trade copier will actually help you do that because you can copy my trades through the use of this trade copier. So again, it's not going to be available for much longer. I don't know. I don't have an exact date of when it's not going to be available. It's just when I'm done and I sell out all of them. I have less than 50 left. Again, it's $99. You don't have to make any monthly payments. It's just a 1-year subscription. At the end of the year, if you want to use it again and, we can work something out, I'll give you a link and perhaps you can pay the same price again next year. But for this year, for the next 12 months, you can use it on any account. You can use it on your funded account, your demo account, your live account. You can take it off and then add it to another account. You don't have to keep paying. Or you can just add the trade copier to your live personal account if you want to do that too. So if you're interested, the link is in the description just below this video, and it'll take you straight to this page.